Hey there folks, thanks for tuning into another brand new video. As you can see, we have the Black Series First Order Stormtrooper helmet that just arrived from Big Bad Toy Store. I would have had this a few days sooner, but there was some issue with my credit card and the address was wrong or some technical glitch that of course takes you 3 days to figure it out because it's something so minor that you can't believe it's causing all this issue. But either way, we finally got this in, and let me tell you right off the bat, I absolutely love this helmet. This is probably my favorite helmet that Hasbro has put out. As you saw, I had already reviewed the Mandalorian Black Series helmet. I was gonna wait to compare it with the Jason Props helmet coming out, but that's taking a little bit longer than expected. But at the same time, the Mandalorian helmet from Hasbro, it just wasn't, besides the fit, overall it was great, but I just wasn't really a fan of it. I didn't want to keep it around. This one I was a little bit hesitant only because the Stormtrooper, the Imperial Stormtrooper helmet, which you can see behind me, which I will pull out to compare, it feels definitely more like a toy. This one is pretty damn sturdy. I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I get into that, as usual, let's take a look at the packaging, get a little background of this item, and hopefully you guys will be convinced to purchase this as well. As usual, the packaging for the Black Series helmets, they are a little bit different. I noticed that with the Mandalorian helmet, has more of a design to it. It's not a flat, just a straight square. It has this little corner flat piece, which is not a big deal, but it does make the box a little bit nicer. We do have the helmet in the front, an image on the side, a great shot of the First Order Stormtrooper right there, and they're kind of resembling the action figures, the 6-inch Black Series figures, or not quite the card backs, but the actual ones that come in the boxes. So it's really nice. I really like that design. On the back, here's some info about the sound. It says, electronically distorts the wearer's voice to sound like a First Order Stormtrooper, which reminds me I gotta pop in some batteries so we can test that out as well. Adjustable fit for most head sizes, unlike the Mandalorian helmet, which no matter how much you adjust that damn thing, you can't fit it if you have a head like mine when you take out the bands and everything inside, but it shouldn't be that way. Yeah, the backside just has different angles with the blueprints. Nothing else came in the box besides the helmet. We do have the instructions right here, or just the fitting and information. So you can see that, how to take out the battery compartment and change the batteries, how to fit it. And there are a few straps in here as well. And that just shows the button to activate the sound. It disables the speech, so you can press that to enable like the speech change or the voice changer or not. But yeah, let's take a look at the helmet now. Overall, like I said, this is a fantastic helmet. I mean, unlike the Imperial Stormtrooper, that definitely feels more like a toy. Of course, they're both going to be plastic, but this one, I mean, this is pretty darn sturdy. Now, part of the reason might be that one does come apart in 3 pieces, and it doesn't look like this one does at all. I'm glad that one does, because I've had a lot of autographs on that, so I can just ship out one part of that helmet instead of sending out the whole thing. I never really understood why they did have it in 3 different parts. Again, not a big deal, don't really care, but just want to point that out. The design, when The Force Awakens came out, actually even before when the trailer first dropped and they showed this Stormtrooper, I loved it immediately. I think the First Order Stormtrooper has one of the coolest, cleanest, most badass designs for just about anything in Star Wars. You don't have to agree with me, but that's just my opinion. So I definitely love this helmet that much more. You can see all the little details. I love this little vent, how it's actually like a silverish, almost like a brushed metal look. Doesn't twist or anything, but I really like that attention to detail. They have all the vents on the side, all the markings look alike. And I think overall this might be a lot more accurate than most of the helmets we get. The biggest thing, maybe the visor, it's not as dark, you can still kind of see through it, but compared to the Imperial Stormtrooper, it's a lot darker and actually looks like what you see in the movies, where let me pull the other one out. So if you look in this one, it might not capture on the camera too well, but it's more of like a greenish tint on the lens, where here, it's actually like a dark, like a tinted look to it. This is definitely significantly bigger. You can't tell quite too much, but even in the movie you can tell those Stormtroopers were bigger. And on the inside, let me just show the differences. You can see the quality. This one is more like just a regular costume helmet. This is like a badass, like legitimate. You can probably almost pass 501st with this style. So you can see, hopefully you can see the straps in there and the design. There isn't too much. The inside just kind of has that mesh looking material and in the space for your eyes and the nose. Whereas this one doesn't really have that. It does have like a little resting place for your nose, but nothing for like the eyes like the other one, almost like goggles. And I believe, yeah, this one was electronic too. I never put in batteries in it to test it, and I never really did a review of it. But as you can see, I've been having this signed by every actor that has portrayed a Stormtrooper. I haven't gotten them yet, but that will include Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford one day because they were Stormtroopers for a moment. So, but you know, I have Steven Stanton, Ben Burtt, who designed the troopers, just about anyone that either voiced the Stormtrooper, dressed in the Stormtrooper, designed the Stormtrooper. That is this one. And weight-wise, this one actually does, it's been a while since I picked it up. It has some decent weight, but you can really feel the weight on the First Order Stormtrooper helmet. I mean, it's like heavy duty helmet. Let's get another look at all the designs and all the little parts that you may not either know what they do or what they're there for. But they definitely did not miss any little piece of it. And what I like too, I just saw it, where did it go? Where did the batteries go? I thought, oh no, that was the other helmet where they go in the back, but how do you put in the batteries on this guy? So they did something really interesting with this helmet too. The battery compartment is actually hidden under here. So I guess we have to pop this out. Oh, Hasbro's really stepping up their game. So look at that. That bottom part comes out and they've hidden the battery compartment right in here. Hasbro, you are impressing me. I mean, I know with the Mandalorian helmet, they had it hidden on that little earpiece, but that was such a pain to pop that off, then pop the other part and make sure it clips back in, unscrew this, unscrew that. This one, this rim just comes off and you can unscrew the battery compartment right there. So let's go ahead and get these batteries put in now. They take 3 AA batteries. So I got the batteries in, let's go ahead and put this back on. And you can tell there's like the dip or the little lip part that goes in the front. So let me just show that. So yeah, it just pops right back in. And everything is flush to the helmet. So that is really cool. That's really great. Now when putting this on, there are 2 straps in the middle. It might be hard to see. Let me see if I can get the, yeah, there's that middle plastic strap that has little buttons and locks that you pop out, kind of like a snapback hat, and that essentially lets your head go in deeper. The other, this cloth part, it actually lets you also expand it and you can pull it back and essentially wrap it around your head. It doesn't go around the front, but it kind of pulls back on the back of your head to secure it in place. And you can kind of see that better in the instructions. I know it's hard because it's dark inside the helmet, but it's really, it does fit a lot better than the other helmets, and this one is not only more secure, but you can adjust it better to fit your head size. You should definitely be able to fit this if you have a larger head, unlike that Mando helmet where not everyone was able to fit it. And when I did put the batteries in, when you press the button, let me see, I think the speakers are in the back. So I'm not quite sure what that sound is supposed to be, but it's essentially turning it on and off. But let me go ahead and put it on and then turn it on. Testing, testing. Okay, I don't think the sound is on now, but let me try to turn it on if I can find the button. Testing, testing. Oh, that's pretty cool. It sounds weird inside the helmet, and obviously it sounds weird inside the helmet, but I can't hear it how it sounds outside, so I'm gonna have to play back the footage to see how it sounds. Traitor! That's pretty cool. I mean, from what I can hear, my voice definitely sounds different. And it's not like you can tell it's me and is it me, but it actually sounds different. So hopefully you can hear me clearly. Hopefully I'll be able to hear myself clearly. But honestly, that might get annoying. And I guess when you take it on and off, it does like that ch-ch. So that might be the initial sound when you don't have the helmet on. That ch-ch is like a walkie-talkie turning on and off. But inside the helmet, I don't know. Now, I don't know about 501st guys, cosplayers that wear like the voice modulators for Boba Fett or, you know, bounty hunters, stormtroopers, clone troopers. I don't know how it sounds inside the helmet, but here, it's loud. Like, it's loud enough where if you're conversing with someone, you probably won't be able to hear anything as you're talking, and you're just hearing those echoes from your own voice. And like I mentioned, I think the speakers seem to be in the back, and I don't see anywhere else. There might be... I can't even tell. Testing. Yeah, so just speaking into the helmet, the speakers are in the back. So that's not that great of a design. I don't know why they have all these vents in the front, why they didn't put the speakers there, but that's definitely not going to work for hearing people. Let me try to talk with my head turned. Testing. Over. Testing. Trooper. TK421. Why aren't you at your post? Trooper F21F197. What was Finn's call number? I'm forgetting already. But yeah, everything, I don't have everything secured right now, but even then it fits pretty well. And especially there's the pockets on the eyes that rest above your cheekbone that really puts everything into place. Plus that top bracket and then the strap that goes around the back. And I have plenty of room underneath. And I like that little click right there. When you're done talking, it like recognizes it. So yeah, that's pretty darn cool. I mean, this is a really affordable way to not only complete like a Stormtrooper outfit, a First Order Stormtrooper, or maybe if you want to modify it, or even as a display piece. These Black Series helmets, that is one of the best and biggest benefits of the helmet. For about $100, depending on who you're buying it from and what discounts. So really, anywhere from 80 to maybe 150. These helmets are not that bad. Some might be better than others. I know the Vader helmet, it's not that accurate. As a display piece, it's cool, but especially how you can take it apart into the 3 pieces, that's the best. That Imperial Stormtrooper helmet, I love it for the autographs. The Mando helmet was okay, cosplay worthy, not really. This guy, cosplay ready, display piece, collectible piece. This is pretty darn cool, and I'd rather have this than the Anovos for like $800 or whatever that is, and no guarantee of you even getting it. And let me just check one more time how the vision is. Of course, I've been looking. And it's pretty clear, and you can probably hear me better now without the speaker on, but the vision, it's like I can see right like this little area. Kind of hard to describe it, but I have a pretty good vision of everything. It's a little bit distorted the way the middle comes in, so that might, depending on how your vision works or if you get nauseous or anything, this middle part, it comes in a weird angle, so the view is almost distorted. I don't know if I can wear this for a long period of time, or I might have to look out of one side or try to look out of one side, but that might be the biggest downside to the actual view or the vision from it. It's kind of weird. I do kind of wish, if away from accuracy, they made this part a little bit bigger. And I just realized too, the actual part of the helmet here kind of blocks that view, so that's also kind of throwing it off. It's not like glasses or goggles where you'll have each individual eye looking through it. You're essentially looking through one piece, but it's hindered in the middle. So hopefully I explained that well. If you wear it, you might understand it better, what I'm coming from, but it might throw off your vision a little bit, and you'll have to be careful when you're walking or how you're seeing. Now overall, the paint, everything looks good to me. There's no... I saw a few blemishes here and there depending on the light, but everything is pretty clean. I think the black rubber, this part's rubber here, so it might get some fingerprints more so. This is like a sticker, glossy sticker. And overall, it's a nice white gloss. The blemishes just might be from the paint not drying well, or maybe someone grabbing it, but yeah, overall, it's great. It's fantastic. I'm super happy with this. If you are interested, hopefully they still have them available. Like I said, I got this from Big Bad Toy Store, so you can check them. I'll put all the links I can find down below. The only affiliate I might have is with Amazon. Hopefully I can get some more affiliations later on, but yeah, if you want to order from them and support me, that's fantastic. I greatly appreciate that. Otherwise, Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments or anything I didn't address in the video, please feel free to leave them down below, and I will try my best to respond to you. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, follow my social media pages, and stay tuned for future videos. Thank you.